Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we're doing the crossword for Saturday, May 3rd, 2025. So, on this Australian election day,
Yes,
did you do the crossword?
I did. And is it really the Australian election day, or did they have it yesterday and we're just finding out about it right now?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
And did you find it to be an Australian-worthy crossword? Did it make you hop a lot? I'm trying to think of all the Australian tropes that I can come up with without offending any people who are listening here from Australia.
Oh, okay. It did not make me hop.
Did not make you hop. Okay, all right. Didn't want to make you do any bad Paul Hogan imitations?
No.
Okay, well, that's a relief.
It certainly made me think, though.
Mm-hmm.
And it certainly made me think that there's a lot of stuff I don't know.
Really?
So, yeah, there were quite a few words in here that I was not at all familiar with. Like 9 down, 10 down, and 20 across. That's where I ended up.
Okay.
And I was just like, I don't know.
Let's unpack those.
9 down was Japanese energy healing technique.
Reiki.
Mm-hmm. And next to that was 10 down, calling.
Métier. That's actually a French word. And it means calling.
Yes, I figured
unsurprisingly.
that out.
Yes, good.
And then 20 across, spicy alternative to a frito. And that was a taki.
Yes.
And I kind of remember seeing takis when we went on vacation in England.
Mm-hmm.
And we went into that convenience store. We went in a couple convenience stores, and it seems like I saw a taki like amongst the crisps, as they call them. Yes.
Wow.
But
I'm impressed you could remember that.
But I didn't really remember that.
I'm pretty sure that K is where I ended up, because I had a feeling that Reiki. I knew it started with an R, and I was thinking it was something like Reiki, but I couldn't pin it down.
And then there was 12 down, North African egg and tomato dish, SHAKSHUKA.
SHAKSHUKA. Have you had any SHAKSHUKA?
I have not.
Because I guess if you said you were unfamiliar with the word, it'd be hard to have eaten it without actually learning the name, unless you just pointed to the picture.
That is true.
I'll have one of those.
Yes. So, and then 35 across was another one. I didn't know. Subatomic particle that binds quarks together. Gluon.
Yep. It's. I mean, I actually thought that was a friendly answer or a friendly clue, because there are gluons, there are mesons, there are all sorts of ons.
Well, I don't know any of those.
But they had the word binding in the clue, so that helped steer me towards gluon.
Oh, well.
I had one absolute gimme, 7 down, exclamation point in mathematics, factorial.
I thought, I know what that is, but I couldn't think what it was called. So I had to get quite a few letters where I'm like, oh, yes, that's a factorial.
Yep.
So, but yes, I thought, I know what that does. I know what you do when you see that in math.
Yes.
I couldn't remember what it was called.
And for the benefit of listeners who are not mathematically inclined, an exclamation point after a number means you calculate the product of the number minus 1, the number minus 2, all the way down to 1. So if you had like 3 factorial, that would be 3 times 2 times 1, or 6.
Yes.
And it's the number of ways you can rearrange. For example, 3 books, you can rearrange them in 3 factorial ways.
Yes.
This has been your math factoid for today. Enjoy.
Thank you, Dr. Math.
Dr. Math. Just call me Dr. Math.
Right.
Yep.
Another one I did not know was 30 down. Tries to talk smoothly in slang. Spits game.
Yes, I thought that was disgusting.
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly what it meant, but I just thought, We had something somewhat similar, 49 down. Pitcher's output was spiel.
Yes.
I thought that was a great clue.
That was a great clue.
And it sounded a lot less messy than spits game.
Right. I thought maybe it was spins game, but 42 across was pretty straightforward. Gets out of the way as hair ties up.
Well, straightforward for you. At first I thought it was puts up, and then I decided perhaps it was nets up.
Oh.
Because you put your hair in a net.
Oh, you could. And that would have given you the end, so you could have spin game. I thought, spin game, that makes...
Spins game?
Spins game.
I don't know.
tries to talk smoothly, spin something, like spin it. So,
Yeah, I think if you're talking smoothly and spitting at people, that doesn't really sound smooth to me. Again, to reiterate, that sounds disgusting.
Spinning, like you spin a yarn, or, so.
I had trouble with the word next to it, 31 down.
I did too.
Made using traditional methods.
Yes.
Artisanal.
I wasn't quite sure how to spell it.
Yep.
I knew what it meant, but I was thinking, is there an E in there somewhere?
Yeah, see, that's why I was thinking of nets up, because the E of nets crossed the A-R-T-E.
Yes.
I had A-R-T-E-S-I-N-A-L for a while. Artisanal. But it was artisanal.
Artisanal.
A lot of A's in it.
Yes, the clue was made using traditional methods. Artisanal.
Right below ties up, we had 45 across, one-time union member, a bruh. And I was thinking, okay, AFL, CIO, but it was SSR.
Right.
Soviet Socialist Republic.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what union has dissolved, but I couldn't think of any.
Yes.
So, but yeah.
Well, there was the what was it? PATCO, the air traffic controller. There was an air traffic controller union that was broken up by Reagan a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, well, but this had only 3 letters.
That's true. Well, so did that union after they broke it up. 60 across. Remoulade base informally was Mayo.
Mayo.
Did you know that one?
I put Mayo in right away.
Really?
I was thinking, I think it's Mayo. But then I was like, well, maybe it's not. Maybe. But yeah, I thought that was the right answer.
I thought it had something to do with carpentry.
No.
And like at the base, your baseboard consisted of remoulade.
No.
Yep, I see now.
Sauce.
Yep. And another gimme for me, right beneath that, 62 across, computer programming keyword. It was 4 letters, and the first word that came to mind was else, and that happened to be the correct answer.
Yeah.
I was very pleased about that.
Another one I did not know. There's just a lot I didn't know in here. 57 across was way too keyed up in modern slang. Had no chill.
Yes.
I have never heard that phrase.
That's because it's modern slang.
I guess. No one around me uses modern slang. But had no chill.
Well, if someone comes up to me and says, "You have no chill," I say, "Yep, I feel perfectly fine." Beneath that, we had 61 across, Manchego Corrado or Asiago de Levo, and that was aged cheese.
Right.
Boy, that was hard.
I knew it was cheese.
Really?
But I didn't know what kind. I put hard cheese, but it was aged cheese.
See, the sea of cheese came out of 58 down. Mo, when Supreme Court terms begin. And it was just like, okay, do they start in September, October? I thought it was like in the fall.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be Oct, which gave the sea of cheese.
Right.
And then 63 across, this is like, I think I should know this. Director and co-star of 2013's The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Ben Stiller.
That's right, yes.
I should go watch that, because I bet it's good if it's got Ben Stiller in it. One down was fabulous. Blank and Estes. No, it was probably Blank and Estes, the bestest.
Right.
1956 campaign slogan, Adlai.
Adlai Stevenson.
And Estes? Somebody?
That was, I can't think what the rest of his name was, but
the point is, that's the worst slogan ever. The bestest? It's like, really? No wonder they lost.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like,
I knew it was Adlai Stevenson. I mean, that was way before my time, but I was born in the same city as Adlai Stevenson. Yeah, and grew up and not knowing them personally, but knowing the Stevenson family, his brothers and sisters, and even his mother, lived there. And when he died, he was buried there, and President Johnson came to town for his funeral.
wow.
So I got to actually see a real president as he whizzed by in his limo.
At 50 miles an hour,
Yeah.
probably.
But yeah, that was a big deal. I was just a really little girl, but
Well, I'm still
I
getting.
still remember that.
I'm still getting over the fact that they rhymed Estes with bestest. I'm like, good Lord, doesn't anyone edit these things before they go out?
Well, they also had Madly for Adley. that was
Really?
a slogan, yeah.
Boy, those people lost before they even got on the campaign slogan, on the campaign trail with things like that.
Yep.
Let's see. We had 23 across, frenetic bursts of energy in pets, colloquially zoomies.
Zoomies, yes.
That's just a little weird.
No, but like dogs will do that.
They have
the cats will
zoomies?
too. They'll just like have all this pent up energy, and then they'll just start running around as fast as they can.
Are they like trying to get onto a Zoom session somewhere and they can't find the computer?
They just zoom back and forth.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess pets can do that. 11 down.
It's bad when they're inside. 'Cause then they're jumping on the furniture and maybe knocking things over, but. Outside, they can zoom around the yard, yes.
Got it. Zoomies.
Zoomies.
We had 11 down, the lowest form of human behavior, per John Oliver. Puns.
Puns, yes.
That was a little on the cruel side, but that's the way it goes. 28 across. Yes, sirree. Righto.
Yes.
I thought that was good. We had...
And 38 across. That was a great word. Malarkey. Hokum.
Yes. Yes, that was
hokum.
That was nice. And 40 across, whatever, like I care. A little bit cynical there.
Have you ever said that to anyone?
Like I care? Not really. I'm not usually that cynical. At least to the public. 34 down, Norwegian hunting dogs was elk hounds.
Elk hounds, yes.
That was a word I was unfamiliar with.
And that crossed with 37 across, which I thought was also a very good clue. Subject of some interpretive work, ASL, American Sign Language.
Right. Yeah, I found that a little tricky. And actually, the E of elk hounds was the end of 30 across. Ubiquitous figure during the holiday season. Sale price.
Right, yeah.
That was awesome. I think that might have been the best clue in the best answer in the grid.
I also like 39 across. How some people self-identify. It's me.
Yes.
I was like, oh no, it's going to be some sort of truncated word or initials or something that I don't know. It was just, it's me.
Last one here, 17 across. Can we be real for a second? Let's face it.
Yeah.
And let's face it, I think we've finished the crossword here.
I think you are correct.
But it is Saturday, so it's time for Jam Katwa, the Gene and Mike Crossword of the Week Award, where we delve back into the archives and look and try and identify what we deem to be the very best crossword. We didn't have to go far this week.
No.
We just went back to yesterday, to Friday.
Although there were a lot of good puzzles this week.
Yeah, this one wasn't. This was by Michael Lieberman, by the way, and he was no slouch either.
No, the Saturday puzzle, yeah.
Yeah.
But the Friday puzzle by Robin Weintraub was just so fun.
Yes.
Lots of fun clues, lots of interesting clues, and great answers, of course. Like 40 across, yada yada yada. You get the idea. Or the 14 across. It was Hamlet and what was that? Gatsby or Hamlet, tragic hero.
And the one beneath that, sides of circles, onion rings.
Yep.
And probably the best, 24 down, concrete example of rotational forces and fluid dynamics, cement mixer.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, lots of great clues there.
So.
Check out yesterday's episode for all the deets. And Robin, if you happen to be listening and are so inclined, drop us a line, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com.
Yep.
We will send you your Jam Katwa certificate, signed, framed, and at least I think we frame it. Do we frame it?
No.
Do we try and get it convicted of some crime? So we don't try and frame it that way either.
Nope.
Your Honor, the certificate did it. I was framed. All right. Anyway, we digress. Robin, if you feel so inclined, drop us a line. Again, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com. And we'll have some Northeast Wisconsin swag in that certificate. And include your shirt size so we can send a T-shirt your way.
Yep.
That is it for today. So thanks everyone for listening. We'll be back again with our cutting edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.